Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be talking about my first experiences with the Bigscreen Beyond 2, and the game we're going to be playing is Star Citizen. And the reason I can only feature Star Citizen is because I've been let down by someone on eBay regarding an extra base station and Valve Index controllers. And the majority of videos you see on Star Citizen is people using Pimax for Star Citizen because the game frankly looks amazing in VR, which is, I think, a great test for this particular little headset. And dude, this thing is absolutely tiny, and these lenses, man, are just so small. It's an amazing bit of engineering. So this mask is made from my face. It's been scanned and sent to me. It literally just clicks in via some magnets. I just think it's beautiful. It does feel like you're genuinely holding the future, but it's been an interesting day using this. So let's step into the game and we'll talk about it. Also, if any of you are users of Star Citizen, the most recent update has kind of hid the VR mode. It's still available in the game settings, but you have to go to another option in the main RSI launcher to actually enable VR mode. So I've just added that to the video in case you're like me and you've got a VR headset and you're trying to wonder, like, why isn't this game launching in VR? You have to toggle this mode, which didn't exist before, as far as I'm aware anyway. So here we are back in Star Citizen. I want to say, right, using big screen, as in how intensive it is for my PC to use, it's really minimal. It's quite surprising. It's using only like 10% in SteamVR, which is really good. And this has probably been the smoothest experience I've had using SteamVR of all the headsets I've tried. So I guess the first things I wanted to talk about is visuals in this headset. I think they look absolutely stunning. Blacks are insane. The colors are insane. From an engineering standpoint, it's unbelievable that this headset kind of even exists in comparison to what I've already used. On this channel, I've done the HP Reverb, Pimax Crystal. Pimax Crystal was brilliant in terms of visuals, but I didn't like wearing it. I found it very big and bulky. I know a lot of sim people will say to me like that it's not for use for like standing up in VR and stuff, and yeah, that's fair criticism, but at the end of the day, I always knew I had it on. As wearing this headset, you don't really know you're wearing it, and that's probably one of the best things about it. I think that adds to immersion. It gets kind of warm on your eyes. You can always hear the fan going quite a lot. Let me on, let me on, let me on. Yes. Hello, fellow Star Citizen guy. I mean, he looks fantastic. The detail in this headset is brilliant. It's just insane. But the real question is, does this make me feel like this is something like unique? You know, I've got Quest 3, PSVR 2 that I use for PCVR. Is this so amazing that it's like a league above those headsets? And I think that's where I'm kind of, I don't think it is. It's really good, but it didn't wow me, you know, like in comparison to what I've already got. And if I'd have bought this headset, and you know, I am grateful the Bigscreen sent it to me, I think I would have been a little bit disappointed, because although it is brilliant in a lot of ways, it's also not that amazing. Yeah, it's not really wowed me like I thought it would. In terms of, as I said, in terms of form factor and immersion from that, it's definitely got those boxes ticked. I love it for that, but it didn't shock me. And I kind of feel if you're spending the kind of money this headset does cost, you would expect to be floored by the experience. And that didn't happen. And I wanted it to happen, but it didn't happen. And I think that's due to like Quest 3, the Pancake lenses. Sure, you don't get as good at blacks, but in comparison to the cost, it'd be very hard to justify this headset, to be honest. The fan's noisy, the headset's warm, the field of view isn't spectacular. Like, it's okay, you know, it's on par, I'd say, with Quest, which doesn't make it bad. But I also like to use my PSVR 2 with PC. Now you get to see my new ship. For anyone who's played Star Citizen, by the way, this is going to be nothing special. But for me personally, getting the C1 Crusader was like such a big deal. And this game looks stunning. In actually every headset I play it on, it looks amazing. The sense of scale is mind-blowing. But another thing I don't like about this headset is how close my eyes are to the lenses. Like, I can feel my eyelashes touching them. And I've set everything up correctly. As I said, I've got my own like facial interface with it, so it fits perfectly. I mean, that's a minor gripe, to be honest. But look at that. That is fucking awesome. It looks like the ship from Mass Effect. I love the fact I own this ship. But yeah, just in terms of like the finer details that this headset gives, It's breathtaking with the blacks, the colours. It's stunning. It is stunning. It's a fantastic headset in that respect. But as I said, I wasn't like blown away by it. And I think I wanted to be. Here we go.
Crusader Industries.
We are up. Right, let's get a new contract. What can we do? Doing these menus in this headset as well are brilliant. Like, they look so good. Alright, here we go. This ship is actually pretty wide. There she is. Look at that. Fucking stunning, mate. Woo! This game is something else.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Right. Now we are ready for interstellar travel once we break out the atmosphere.
Quantum travel engaged.
Nice. We've got quite a long journey, which gives me plenty of time to talk about the headset. Yeah, so overall, I'm kind of wowed by it, but I'm kind of wowed by this game in every headset I play it in. And I think the PSVR 2 offers a little bit more of a higher FOV. The lenses on the Quest 3 kind of give me a similar vibe to this. This has definitely got a higher resolution. It only goes up to 90 Hertz as well, by the way, the Beyond 2. I don't know if the other ones were different to that, but this goes up to 90 Hertz. And I'm not really a fan of outside-in tracking. I know I've only got one base station, which should be enough. I do want to get another one, obviously. But yeah, I think overall, it's not really a headset I'll be using regularly, which is a bit of a shame. The fact it doesn't come with controllers, the fact that it costs so much money, it just hasn't wowed me. And I just wanted to be wowed by it. But yeah, it's been an interesting day using this headset. I've been in it for about, I don't know, 5 hours playing this. You know, trying to work out how I feel about it, whether it's something I'd recommend. And I think ultimately, I would say, like, I think we should wait. You know, if you're on the fence of buying a PCVR headset, I think it's really good to wait. I've got the Pimax Stream Air coming soon. And obviously we've got Steam Frame later this year. I need to concentrate landing in this game, dude, because it can all go wrong very quickly. Here we go.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I think in some ways this headset has reminded me that actually what we have already, which is really affordable, is not rubbish. You know, like the PSVR 2, the Quest 3. They're bloody decent PCVR headsets, and I didn't really, and I guess I kind of expected my thought on that to change by using this headset. I kind of expected me to be like, oh my god, this is the future. And visually it's brilliant, don't get me wrong. It's probably up there with the Pimax, you know, in terms of visual clarity. But the trade-offs of like this constant fan noise, having like warm eyes in VR is a bit weird to me. But one thing it definitely kills is like the immersion factor of wearing a headset. Like it's unparalleled. The feeling of wearing a headset but not really knowing you're wearing a headset. I don't think that ship's going to be big enough. And I've got a bigger ship. I'm going to swap ships. I can't wait to see this ship in VR, dude. I've never seen it in VR. And the sense of scale in this game is insane. And I can't wait to see it on this headset. Oh my God, look at that. I feel so small. I can't believe I own this thing. It's very rare you see things like this in a game this large. So for reference, this ship I think can have like 3 crew. Yeah. Here's the engines. It's like owning your own, like, I don't know, your own cruiser. Whoop. So yeah, that's the video. I just wanted to say, I think this is an amazing bit of engineering, but I think if you have a Quest 3 or a PSVR 2 at the moment, I don't think it's that big a leap up. It is good. It is really good. I don't think it's something you should sell your headsets for and go and buy. And I'm not saying anyone's thinking about that, but that's kind of where I thought I would be with this headset. I kind of thought this is like going to be something that's going to completely floor me, and it kind of hasn't. It's a great headset in a lot of ways. You don't get controllers with it. It needs base stations. It's quite hot on the eyes. The fan's loud. It's got eye tracking though, you know, but yeah, for me, I'd quite happily go back to using my Quest 3 and my PSVR 2 for PCVR, knowing that they are a lot cheaper than this one. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.